How's it going, guys? As you can see, I'm out in a little winter wonderland right now. Finally got some snow. We had a huge snowstorm a few weeks ago, and out in the higher elevations, we got about almost over 12 to 15 feet of snow. So, uh, it was a nice little easy hike. And you guys might recognize this place. This is where I did my first hot tent trip video from last season. So, I just figured it was an easy spot and to get into, and a lot of fresh snow. So, it's fun getting that tent stake down and all pitched and everything. So hopefully it'll hold up. Hopefully we won't get too much wind, but should have some pretty clear weather. Hopefully we won't get uh, any rain or nothing. Maybe a little snow wouldn't be too bad. So, uh, nice to finally sit down and relax for a minute after getting that tent set up. But right as I was going to get the stove set up, I realized I made an oopsie and forgot the stovepipe. So this is going to be pretty much a hot tent trip without the hot part. So I was really looking forward to having that stove set up tonight because it's supposed to be pretty chilly. But we'll be all right. We got enough layers and stuff. I guess I just left too much in a hurry and totally spaced that I didn't grab it. And oh well, what can you do? But I should be good. As you can see, I got a cot set up in the tent this time with the uh, canvas tarp underneath, so everything should be pretty well insulated. Keep the cold air from coming up on the cot underneath me. So we should be plenty warm. Got plenty of layers. Supposed to be down to probably about under 20 degrees tonight, so we'll see. But I'll get a good fire going. And the funny thing is too is there's a picnic table. If you guys go back and watch those videos, you know there's picnic tables and fire pits and all that stuff out here. There's like a fire pit probably, or a fire pit and a picnic table probably like 4 or 5 feet underneath me. So I'm gonna have to make do with making a fire pit just right here, and having a decent sized fire pit tonight and keep me warm and everything else. So uh, definitely nice to get out, finally camping in some snow. So not too bad hiking in. The snow's pretty packed, but once you get into the campground, it's pretty soft. It's definitely interesting hiking through and post holing. Luckily, it wasn't too bad where I needed snowshoes, and my new boots hold up pretty well. So we'll stay plenty warm tonight. Just definitely a bummer, but it's nice to get out. Oh, been cooped up for like the last month, man. We've been stuck in the house for the last 3 to 4 weeks, dang near, dealing with all the COVID stuff and being sick and having other health issues, and finally had enough energy and had enough motivation and the ability to get out for this weekend, get back to normal. So I couldn't spend another weekend sitting around the house being cooped up when the weather was going to be decent. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go out for an overnighter. So here I am, finally. Nice to be out in some snow. But hopefully next trip, I do plan on doing another trip in the next week or two again, trying to get out as often as possible. So lots of exciting news too with the channel. Lots of new subscribers, lots of good feedback on that last video I put up. We'll talk more about that later. So I'm gonna get a fire going. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it won't be nothing special since I'm out in the Paul Molly Baker style hot tent this weekend and without the stove. Oh man, so disappointing. But we'll stay warm. It'll be fun. It's things like that that make the adventure even more interesting, right? So hopefully you guys follow along, and hopefully you guys enjoy this one. And I'll catch up with you guys after a little bit, probably when I get dinner going. So I'll see you guys here shortly. Bye for now. All right, good morning, guys. Oh, well, we're up and moving. It was cold. Dropped down to about 17, probably 16 degrees last night. It was frigid, especially without that wood stove, man. I was really missing that. It makes you appreciate things like that when you're, camping out in these kind of conditions. But we survived it. It was rough, but we managed to get a little bit of sleep and, up and at 'em at a decent time. We're gonna enjoy some hot cocoa and get camp cleaned up. I'm gonna make quick work of it and get moving, get back to the car at a decent time. It's right around about 8:30 right now, so I was debating on having another fire just to get warm, but we got to fill in that hole and get everything wrapped up. I want to get back to the car and get back home, man. It was nice to get out, but man, it's makes you miss home when you're out in these conditions too. It's kind of crazy. But I do gotta say, man, I'm super stoked. That last video, I kind of touched on it yesterday. That last video that I put up with the Stove Hut 70 is reaching close to 5,000 views after a little over a month, and we got almost 100, close to 100 new subscribers already in around a month time frame. So I'm super stoked for that. I want to thank all of you guys for supporting the channel. All the newcomers, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. Hopefully they're helpful in some way. Hopefully they motivate you to get out and, get out and do these adventures, and, or you can just sit comfortably at home and live vicariously through us crazy people that like to get out and camp out in these conditions, because I know it's not for everybody, but it's definitely a challenge, man. It definitely tests your ability. It's, everything's frozen in the morning, especially without that wood stove, man. If I would have had that wood stove, it'd have been a world of difference, especially in these colder temps. But we'll hopefully get out again soon. But as I was saying, though, I just again, welcome everybody, all the new subscribers to the channel. I really hope you enjoy watching the videos. Hopefully we'll be getting out. I know it takes me a little bit. I know I don't do a whole lot of videos. I'm working on it. It's, in certain situations, and with where I live at, they literally, when it snows and it dumps, they shut down the roads for like 2-3 weeks. I couldn't get access to anywhere. They get a lot of campgrounds closed down, so I really have to do a lot of research and, kind of go to other areas like this one that I know of, that I'm familiar with, just to get out and do these trips. We have very limited areas that we can get out and do this sort of thing at. So I'm lucky enough that we do have a few areas. I definitely want to do a few more. I got to do a video on the Hauser Plus tent. Haven't done that. I've taken it out on a trip before with some friends. We just went out to a campground, drove in, and camped out right before the end of the season. But I still need to do a video with that one. But yeah, again, thank you guys for following along. I'm super stoked that it's not no 100,000 views or anything, but man, just doing a short amount of time for a small channel such as myself that's slowly growing at a good pace, I think more than I ever thought possible. It means a lot to me, and I definitely truly appreciate it. It's pretty awesome. It's like I check it and look at it every few days, and it grows more and more. So I just really appreciate it over and over again. And all the people that have been following along since day one, always appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna probably wrap up camp here in a little bit. I'm gonna enjoy this hot cocoa. Nice to drink something warm in the morning, man. But I'm gonna wrap up camp as quick as possible. I'll show you guys a little bit of that, but after this, I'm just gonna say goodbye here. And I probably won't film much going out, heading back to the car, just because I want to be able to hustle back and not have to stop every few minutes to film. So again, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Really hope to get out in the next few weeks again and do another trip. Hopefully the temperatures get a little warmer, not too much. I definitely do want to do the wood stove in this tent again, so I'll probably try doing this trip again to another location or whatnot, or finding more areas to get to if I can, and take the Stove Hut 70 out again. I know you guys are liking that tent, so I know there's a lot of people having questions on it, and I'm always happy to help. So, but if you have any questions, you want to follow along some more, you can find me on Instagram on Outdoor Tigger. You can find me on all the backpacking outdoor forums on Facebook. I'm all over on there. Yeah. So again, thank you guys so much. I always appreciate it. The support means a lot. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you like what you guys are watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, I'm gonna finish this hot cup of cocoa. Man, it feels amazing in the morning when everything's cold and frozen. Oh, all right, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.